Welcome to Mindscope Psychology. Today, we are going to begin one of the most important and scoring chapter introduction to social psychology. Social psychology is not just a subject. It explains why people think, feel, and behave the way they do in society. From friendships, group behavior, social media influence, prejudice, leadership, and relationships, everything we experience daily is connected to social psychology. What is social psychology? Social psychology is a branch of psychology that studies how an individual's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are influenced by the actual, imagined, or implied presence of others. This definition was given by Gordon Allport, one of the founding figures of social psychology. In simple words, social psychology studies how people behave in social situations, how society affects individuals, and how individuals affect society. Whenever you change your behavior because someone is watching you, whenever group pressure influences your decision, or whenever society shapes your beliefs, social psychology is working there. Nature of social psychology. Social psychology focuses on scientific study. It uses experiments, observations, surveys, and research methods to understand social behavior. It studies both individual behavior and group behavior. A social psychologist is interested in how a single person reacts in a crowd, as well as how groups function as a whole. Social psychology is objective and systematic. It does not depend on opinions or assumptions, but on evidence and research. It also studies social influence, social interaction, and social perception. Scope of social psychology. The scope of social psychology is very wide. It studies social perception, which means how we form impressions about others. It studies attitudes, how they are formed, changed, and maintained. It explains prejudice, discrimination, and stereotypes. Social psychology also includes topics like conformity, obedience, and compliance. It explains leadership, group dynamics, and interpersonal relationships. Modern social psychology also studies the influence of media, culture, and technology on human behavior. Importance of social psychology. Social psychology helps us understand ourselves better. It explains why we behave differently when we are alone and when we are in a group. It helps in reducing social problems like prejudice, aggression, and discrimination. It plays an important role in education, mental health, business, marketing, and politics. Social psychology also helps improve communication skills, leadership qualities, and social adjustment. Social psychology in daily life. Social psychology is not limited to textbooks. When you follow fashion trends because others are doing so, it is conformity. When advertisements influence your buying decisions, it is social influence. When you feel motivated or anxious in front of others, it is social facilitation. Understanding social psychology helps you become more aware, confident, and socially intelligent. Conclusion. To conclude, social psychology is the scientific study of how society influences human behavior. It connects individual psychology with social environment. In the upcoming videos, we will cover research in social psychology and methods used in social psychology with clear and exam-oriented explanations, and by explaining real-life examples.